For today, we'll be studying a creature that I believe many of us are quite familiar with. They always tell us to fear what goes bump in the night, but not I. It's the things that can hunt their prey effectively and efficiently without ever making a noise. So for today, we'll get into a silent hunter known as the shadow people. A shadow person, also known as a shadow figure or a shadow being, is the perception of a shadow as a living human-type figure and interpreted as a presence of a spirit or another entity by believers in the paranormal and supernatural. Shadow people are said to move quickly and often vanish when you look at them. Many times, you only catch their movement out of the corner of your eye. Some people say the shadow people wear clothing, while others have described it as a black shape without form or details. Some claim to see shadow people wearing even hats, and others claim that when they see these shadow people, they see nothing but the shadow and a pair of fiery red eyes staring back at them. Many sufferers of sleep paralysis have reported the absolute feeling of dread and opening their eyes to see shadows or shadowy forms around the room. Even eyes staring back at them, looking closely, feeling like they're being held down. Many people have tried to explain the phenomena of sleep paralysis, but yet each experience isn't the same. So, is it those of science trying to explain away the supernatural world? And why is it that so many people waking from sleep paralysis report seeing beings or shadows running out of the room right before they're able to start using their body again? With so many sightings around the world of shadow people, let's see what some of the explanations people have for the existence of these beings are. Let us dig in. Skeptics and those who have never experienced the shadow people phenomena, to them, it is nothing more than an act of human imagination. It's our minds just playing tricks on us, or our eyes seeing something for a fraction of a second that really isn't even there. Just illusions, they say. Real shadows caused by passing headlights or some other similar explanation. Now these may be able to account for some, but not all the experiences. The human eye and mind can be fooled, but as common as these experiences are, I don't believe it's fooled that much. Some people have attributed these entities to being ghosts, but by definition, what are ghosts? Shadow people are somewhat different type of phenomena, whereas apparitions are almost always a misty white vapor and have decided to take human form or appearance. Shadow beings are much darker, more shadow-like. In general, although the shadow people often do have a human outline or shape, because they are so dark, the details of their appearance is lacking. In contrast, many ghost sightings, the witness can describe the ghost's facial features, style of clothing, and other details. The one detail most noted in the shadow beings is their glowing eyes. Some believe they are demons or some other form of entity. They have a dark and malevolent feeling with them that is often reported in association with the shadows. This has led some researchers to speculate that they have a demonic nature, and if they are demons, what you have to wonder is their purpose and intent in letting themselves be seen. Is it merely to frighten, or to terrify the ones who they are to draw strength from them? It has been theorized and spoken of by author Jerry Gross. He suggests that the shadow people are the presence or people who are walking around having an out-of-body experience. Perhaps this theory says what we are seeing is the astral bodies of some form of twilight traveler. Also, theories have said that there are people who could have found a means to travel into the past, possibly even time travelers. In that state, they are merely passing as shadows, observing the events from our own personal timelines. Now, those in mainstream science, they speak of interdimensional beings, those who exist out of the normal 3 dimensions that we know of, existing in a parallel universe close to our own, but yet invisible to us. And if these inhabitants are from other dimensions, it is possible that they have found a way to intrude on our dimensions and become partially visible. These shadows could very well be those from another dimension, vibrating on a different frequency, just enough for us to see. Science is just beginning to look at reality on a quantum level, in the same way that these small particles exist as vibrations. Perhaps the vibrations of our existence are beginning to mesh with those of other dimensions. Now, I do see validity in this one, as I do all, but with CERN and splitting and trying to get into other dimensions, even with hearing stories of black matter coming from those dimensions, and when they're taking this stuff to the schools to be researched, haunting spirits, ghosts, shadow creatures, many things have come with this dark matter. Just a thought and a theory. Last but not least, aliens. Now, the alien abduction phenomena, that's a bizarre one, but it's no surprise. Abductees have reported many cases where alien greys seem to be able to pass through walls and close windows to appear and vanish among their otherworldly talents. Perhaps too, they can go about their alien agenda disguised as shadows. Or maybe they're just a mystery. Something that we don't know much about. Something that we can't figure out at the time. How long have they been here? How long have they been watching? Do they choose to manifest, or do they choose when not to? No one knows exactly what the shadow people are, but they're all around the world, in every country, in every place. Some have been photographed and others have not. Why do they choose to manifest when they do? Is it simply to bring terror to those? Or can I not control exactly what they do? I would like to know what you think they are and your theories. Please feel free to drop a comment below and tell me what you think of them. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more and further content. As always, I hope you have a good evening. And just remember, when you shut the lights off, it's so much harder to see the shadows that could be creeping around you at any moment.